welcome to card number 2 in this special Inked Botanicals card class. For card number 2 we're stepping it up a little bit slightly more. So I've got a Lost Lagoon card base. I've added in a strip of the designer series paper. There is a die cut circle that you'll find in your embellishment pack, cut from the DSP. I've used the Stylish Shapes dies to cut that out. I've got a stamped and fussy cut flower, and then I've broken up these sentiments, and I'll show you how I did that. So let's make a start. Starting off with our card base, give that a nice crease. You then have a piece of Very Vanilla that you're going to stick on the front, like so. There is also a piece to stick inside the card. So that just evens out the weight. By adding that piece inside, it just balances your card really nicely. Then I have this lovely piece of DSP. I sometimes have people comment that they find it tricky to put patterned papers on their cards, but I've really come to love adding papers to my cards, and I'm just breaking it down by taking them in smaller pieces and really giving yourself a block of colour to work to balance it out. So my block of colour is my Very Vanilla, and it just breaks that up really nicely. It's quite a busy pattern. Okay. Next I've got the circle, and then let's do some stamping. I'm going to stamp this in Calypso Coral ink like we did on the first card. Okay, and I'm just going to trim around this with my scissors. Quite a straightforward image to cut out. What I will say is I'm leaving a little border of vanilla card around the edge of my image. Two reasons for that really. One is that if there was dies with this set, it would cut it out with that border, so it just makes it look a little bit more polished. And the other reason is to cut that out without a border is really quite tricky, and I would definitely end up cutting off the stem or the flower head, and it would just look really messy. So I find this way just suits me a little bit better. Rid of those excess pieces. Okay, nearly there now. You could also break this image up into sort of manageable into smaller pieces as well, because it's not actually joined. This smaller flower head is not joined. Sorry, the smaller flower stem is not joined to the main one. Okay, so that's my flower head, and I'm going to take that and I'm going to stick that down, and what I'm going to do is I'm lining up the stem with the edge of that piece of DSP underneath. So I'm going to add my glue to the stem. There we go. And then I'm going to put a little bit of glue under that flower head and a dimensional underneath this tall one. Okay, and that just breaks up the eye a little bit there. Then we've got the sentiment. So the sentiment I've gone with is actually Happy Birthday Friend. Now we don't have that sentiment in the stamp set, but what we do have is we do have Hello Friend and we have Happy Birthday. So I'm going to take my crushed curry ink pad, and I think I've actually stamped that in Wild Wheat. Do take that back. I'm going to stamp with Wild Wheat. Crushed curry would look just as lovely. I'm going to stick with what I've done here. So Hello Friend and then Happy Birthday. Okay. So take these now and we're going to trim these into little word strips. And this is a great way to change up your sentiments. It's a great way to mix and match your sentiments. And you could also stamp them in different colours as well and mix and match them all. Happy Birthday and then Friend. There we go. Ooh, get rid of all my little cutouts, cut-offs even. And then take this. I'm going to stick Birthday down first. I want Happy next. And then Friend can go on last. Okay. And that's it. That is card number 2 all finished. Do hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you all over on video number 3 next. Bye for now.